17 July! You know what that means, right? That means Nikke has just updated the 4th season of the favorite items. Also, please ignore what my chat is saying. Officer, I was not looking at her feet. Since today is the 17th July and we have the 4th season of favorite items available to us, let's take a look at what the characters can do now. What the new abilities with regards to the other characters are. Poli's original skill 1 was activates after 5 normal attacks, affects all allies, attack up 5.46%. Usable at the start of the game when Nikke started 2.5 years ago. Now 5.46% is basically closer to 0. Alright, that ability has stayed, but activates when entering battle, affects self, police badge, creates a shield equal to 100% of the caster's final max HP for 10 seconds. Oh no, affects self. Sorry, I was thinking of it affecting the entire team. Affects self. I guess you'll use her to tank in position 1. Poli's a defender, you can use her with biscuit. Pretty cool. Alright, phase 2. This is her burst skill. Originally it was creates a shield equivalent to 22.27% of the caster's final max HP, which protects all allies from damage. Lasts for 10 seconds and then affects all allies, attack up 44.55%. But now she affects self if in police badge status. Okay. Gains indomitability. Gains indomitability for 5 seconds and then removes the police badge. She only spawns a police badge at the start, right? Yeah. Activates when entering battle. So she gains indomitability for 5 seconds, which means essentially if Poli is in your position 1 and she's taking all the focus fire, if you can get her to burst, you basically won the fight. Basically, creates a shield equal to 40% of the caster's final max HP. This is a huge step up from 22.27%, which protects all allies from damage. Nice. And then the attack up, still the same. Phase 3. This affects her skill 2. Affects self and 2 ally units with the lowest remaining HP except caster. Defense up 23%, equally share damage. But now, she not only shares the damage and increases the defense, she also, when police badge ends, affects self, continuously recovers 5% of caster's final max HP every second for 5 seconds. Wow. Thoroughly a PvP character. Don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna get it, but I don't have a use for it. Alright, next up, we have Fire Starter. This is Tove's favorite item. So previously it was 5% chance of activating when attacking, affects self. Now it's 10. Activates when performing 10 normal attacks, affects self, reload 5% of the magazine. Reload 5% of the magazine, which means that if you can get her AR to 200 ammo, she will never ever reload for the rest of time. Nice. Very nice. Activates during emergency crafted bullets, affects all allies, max ammo capacity up, stacks over 3 times, lasts for 5 seconds, crit damage up 5.24 seconds. Very good. So essentially this is taking out the RNG. Previously, Tove, because it was 5%, there was a lot of RNG involved in it. Definitely this more stable version of Tove. Love it. Miracle of Makeshift. Previously attack up 2.32% of caster's attack. Mirrors a stack count of temporary modification. Effect lasts for 10 seconds. Affects all allies with a shotgun. Oh, this is her burst skill, by the way. Attack up 24% of caster's attack. Mirror stack counts of temporary modification, so it's up 72%. Effect lasts for 10 seconds. So the upgraded version does the same thing. Oh. Mirror stack count of temporary modification for 15 seconds. Oh. So it's confirmed then. Shotgun is gonna be the team that has the cycle that is always 15-second cooldown. Which also means Bunny Soda is not going anywhere for a very, very long time. Finally, this is only activates when temporary modification is fully stacked, affects all allies, crit rate up 3.32% continuously, affects all allies with a shotgun, attack speed up 42.24% continuously. Now it becomes crit rate up 10% and attack speed up 42%. So it's basically Tove is just getting a buff. She's just getting buffed. Crit rate up from 3% to 10%. Here her burst timing goes from 10% to 10 seconds to 15 seconds. And here the RNG in her skill has been made into something way more concrete and more firm and more reliable. Also, don't forget that because of this also means that you can have an infinite ammo Tove as long as you can get her ammo above 200. You don't need to, but if you do, she's infinite ammo. Does that mean that your shotgun team is basically infinite ammo as well? Because every time their max ammo capacity goes up, with Bastion you probably need less than 200. True, Grayscale makes a good point. So that's 30%. You just need to get 140 ammo and have Bastion. Boom, infinite ammo Tove. Fantastic. Next up, we have a music notebook. Obviously this is going to be Julia. Number 1, Crescendo. It used to be when the last bullet hits the target, affects self, crit damage up, bang, 25%. Last stacks up to 5 times, lasts for 15 seconds. Okay. This is where it gets hype. Activates after landing 6 critical hits. I'm guessing there's something. Where is it? Here is your crit rate up ability, right? Yes, good. Activates after landing 6 critical hits with normal attacks. Affects self. Crit damage up 24%. Stacks up to 5 times. Lasts 15 seconds. Fantastic. Crit damage up 120 odd %. Very good. Activates after landing 8 critical hits with normal. What? 6 with normal attack affects self. 8 critical hits with normal attack affects the targets. Deals 88% of final attack as damage, as additional damage. That essentially doubles her damage, I think? I'm not 100% sure. Activates if Makato lands as a crit attack. Affects the same target, deals 100% of final attack as additional damage. Fantastic. Nice. Just a little bit of extra damage. A little bit more damage. Activates when entering battle. Affects self. Forcefully uses skill 1. Alright, skill 1. It used to be crit rate up 26% for 10 seconds. Now it is crit rate up 26%. Attack up 20%. Normal attack crit rate. Up 36% for 10 seconds. So her normal attacks are gonna have 62% crit rate. Her normal shooting is 62% crit rate. Her burst ability is 26% crit. Nope, that's wrong. Her burst ability is 26 plus 15, 41%, whereas her normal attack is 70 something percent crit rate. Very, very nice, very nice. And finally, phase 3 for her burst. It used to be affects 5 enemy units with the highest final defense. Deals bigger damage. Smaller damage. Activates when Crescendo is fully stacked. Deals smaller damage. Combined together, small R damage. But now, affects random enemies. Deals 544% of final attack as damage. Attacks sequentially for 5 times. That's 2500% of final attack as damage. And plus 100% final attack as additional damage when it crits. Activates when Crescendo is fully stacked. Affects the same targets. 544% of final attack as additional damage. Add that together, 1088 times 5. 1088 times 5, 5400. 5400. Let's say we crit every single hit. So that's 5 hits, right? 5400, 5900. But she does have crit rate up. Is this good? I'm getting a feeling that she's gonna be about as strong as Laplace. Treasure Laplace. I don't think she's gonna be... She's not your new Helm. She's closer to Laplace than Helm. Laplace has Burst Gen, Pierce, AoE, True Damage. You think that the crit damage 5 stacks is gonna do a lot? That is true, that is true. 120% crit damage essentially doubles your damage. It feels like she's gonna do about triple the damage of herself normally. So Julia, same as K, same as Eve, Julia, K. They are all waiting for a burst 2 support that says on burst, affects all allies, crit damage up 1000%. All 3 of them are waiting for it. It's coming. Hansel and Gretel maybe. Who knows? Either way, this is very much a setup for the future, for a future burst 2 Nikke that supports the team. Exciting stuff. When that day comes, Julia automatically becomes meta, Eve becomes super meta, and K becomes super meta. Alright, next. Practice Shoes for Bay. Alright, skill 1. Activates when using burst skill only if self is alive. Affects all allies, share damage. Defense up 10%. Updated skill 1. Share damage. Defense 10%. Activates when performing a full charge. Affects all allies except self. Recover 4% of caster's final max HP. Interesting. Phase 2. Activates when using burst skill only if self is alive. Affects all friends. Proportionally shares damage. When full burst ends, affects self. Constantly recover cover HP by 2.88% of caster's final max HP. Every 1 second for 5 seconds. Not bad. But now, in the updated version, she also gets... Activates when entering burst stage 1 and self's cover has been destroyed. Affects self. Recover 20% of caster's final max HP. And finally, her burst skill. Damage taken down 8.87%. Covers max HP up 18% with caster's max HP. Lasts for 20 seconds. Alright. Oh, now her burst skill. Oh wow, affects self if self's cover has been destroyed. Rebuild cover with 20% HP activates once per battle. And then, max HP of cover up 18% of caster's max HP for 20 seconds. Oh, cover rebuild. Let's go. Alright, I feel like the PvP players won this time. They got Bay, they got Poli. Shotgunners won this time as well. Shotgun lovers like myself, we won this time as well. Tove got massively boosted. Massively. Some people in the chat I saw was saying like, oh no, it's such a small update. That's it. Her burst just got a 50% boost in effectiveness. It went from 10 seconds to 15 seconds. The effectiveness of her boost went up by 50%. You're telling me that's not good enough? That's crazy. Phase 1, every 1 second, she's triggering her emergency crafted bullets. She will never have to need Bunny Alice again. Bunny Alice literally out of a job right now. Bunny Alice crying in a corner right now. And finally, and most importantly, look, the crit went up by 7%. But yeah, Tove, super meta, and she's gonna be here for another 2 more years. You guys don't know it. You think this is Rappi Red Hood's world? Nah, this is Tove's world, and Rappi Red Hood is just living in it. She's just living in it like a bum. Tove is the queen of Nikke, goddess of victory. Let's go! Subscribe! Subscribe now! Subscribe now or I'll set your house on fire! Physics, jiggle, physics, jiggle. Jiggle, 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 physics, jiggle, physics.